Hi, this is Joan, and today I want to show you how to freeze an image in Google Draw so that you can do drag and drop activities. It's not truly freezing the image, but it's a pretty good workaround so that you can do these types of activities with even pre-K and kinder students, and it works well with them. So this is an example of a formative assessment for rhyming, going along with the book Goodnight Moon. And so what we're going to do is we're going to create this document. I'll show you how to create it, and then also how to freeze this part of it, because this is the part you want them to move around, the pictures that you want them to move into the boxes. So we're going to start by creating a document, a Google Draw document. So File, New, and then you're going to go to Drawing. So here's our new drawing. The background is transparent, and we know that because it is checkerboard, so I'm going to right-click on the background, choose my color. Then I want to put in my rectangles, my boxes right here that we're going to be working with. So I can either say Insert Shape, or I can simply click on the Shape tool right here in the toolbar. So I'm going to choose a rectangle. And right now, the rectangle has a blue background with a black frame. I'm going to change the background to white, and I want to keep the frame black, but I want to make it a little bit thicker. All right, the other thing I want to put in there that's going to go in each of these boxes is that equal sign. So again, I'm going to come to my Shapes, Equation, choose my equal sign, and I want to make that black. All right, now that I have my basic shape here that I'm going to be using, I'm going to draw a box around it to highlight all of it. I can either right-click and say Group, or I can come up to Arrange and choose Group. And then once I've done that, I can move this around and it's going to stay together. So I'm going to copy and paste these, so you can either right-click, copy and paste, or you can Control-C, Control-V. That's Command-C, Command-V if you're using a Mac. All right, so now I've got my boxes. The next thing I want to do is I want to put my pictures over here on the left. So I'm going to start with my bears. I can either go to Insert Image, or again, I can click on the toolbar, click on the Image button. And so I'm going to type in bears. Now, when it first comes up, it will be any type, but I don't want photographs, I want clip art, so I'm going to change that to clip art. The nice thing about using the Insert Image tool within a Google document is that these images have already been filtered by license, so you can use all of these. You still need to cite them, but you're able to use all of these. So we're not going to cite them today because that's going to take a little extra time, but I'm trusting that you all know how to do that. All right, so there's my bear I want. Of course, it's too big, so I'm going to shrink it down. And then again, I'm going to copy and paste it because, again, the word is chairs in the book that we want to rhyme, and it's also bears in the book, so we want more than one bear. All right, so I've got my 3 bears here. So I'm going to do that for each one of my boxes here until I get all of them like this. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put in a title. And so I'm going to click on my text tool right here, my text box tool. I'm going to draw my text box, title it Goodnight Moon. All right, now I'm going to do a few things to this formatting wise. I'm going to change the text from black to white so it'll show up better. I'm going to change the font to Architect's Daughter. I'll make it a little bigger. I'm going to center it both in the box vertically and horizontally. So there we go. And I'm going to make the title just a little bit bigger. Make it bold and also underline it. All right, so then that takes us to our next step right here. So this is the document. Once I've gone in and added these images over here. Now I'm going to move these out of the way for just a minute because this is the part that I want to freeze. So I'm going to freeze this using different tools you can use. I'll show you some of them. You can use Snagit, you can use your snipping tool in a PC. Here's a Chromebook keyboard shortcut, and then there's a Mac keyboard shortcut. So I'm just going to use my Snagit tool right up here. And by the way, if you have not downloaded Snagit yet, be sure to go in and do that from the Chrome Web Store because they are going to be getting rid of it pretty soon. So I'm going to click on a region. And take a picture of that region. I'm gonna name it Goodnight Moon. And that's done. Now once I've done that, I can go and pull that image into this document. Once I've done that part though, I've taken a picture of the image, I'm going to highlight all of this again and delete it. And this is usually the scariest part for teachers. But now I'm going back to, I'm going to insert an image, but I'm going to go to my Google Drive this time. I'm going to look for my TechSmith folder. That's where all of your Snagit pictures go. So there's my TechSmith folder. I'll look for Goodnight Moon. There it is. All right, so there's my image. I'm going to make it bigger. Kind of fill up the page here, except for the little side here where these images are going to go. So now this is not actually frozen. Students can still move this around, but at least if they're moving it, they're moving the entire picture. So now I'm going to put these back on the board here, and then this is what I would assign students. So their assignment would be to simply drag and drop the pictures into the box where it matches. Now, watch what happens when I do this first one. This is a good, I'm glad this happened because I wanted to show you this happens, this will happen each time, and so you'll need to fix it. The first thing that you want to teach your students, by the way, is the undo button, because they will come in here and they'll accidentally make this too big, or they'll move it around, or they'll do all kinds of things to it. They'll flip it. So just be sure you teach them the undo button. And then what we want to do is we want to make sure that these images, this image right here, is on the bottom. We want it to be in the background because when I moved this, that picture was in the background. So I'm going to take that back and I'm going to click on this and say Arrange, Order, Send to Back. Once I've done that, then the students can drag and drop their images once you assign it. And you can assign it through Google Draw or however you'd like. And that is how you create a frozen image in a Google Draw document. Thanks for watching.